Not everyone will make it in this new economy. It needs the 1% mindset. The landscape is shifting, and those who fail to adapt will be left behind. But some people, whether they realize it or not, are already positioned to win. If you recognize these signs in yourself, you're on the right path. This 8-chapter video will give you the base mindset for the new world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let's start it with a thumbs up. Chapter 1. The New Currency. If no one knows you exist, does it matter what you're offering? You can have the best product, the most valuable knowledge, or the most efficient service, but if no one sees it, it's worthless. Attention is the currency of the modern world, and without it, you're invisible. Wealth follows those who control attention, and those who neglect it are left behind. Consider this. An average song with the right marketing will outsell a masterpiece that no one hears. A mediocre coach with a large audience will make more than a genius hidden in obscurity. This is the brutal truth people don't want to admit. The best doesn't win. The most known does. And here's where most fail. They believe visibility should come naturally, that quality alone should attract the right people. But attention isn't given, it's taken, it's fought for. The algorithms don't care about fairness. If you want to be seen, you need to be deliberate. Paid advertising, strategic partnerships, relentless content, all of it is necessary. You either invest in reach or you remain unheard. But attention alone isn't enough. It has to be directed, converted into trust, then into action. There's no point in millions knowing your name if none of them are willing to pay for what you offer. That's why the game isn't just about being seen, it's about being positioned. You must control the narrative, own the perception, and make yourself indispensable in the minds of those watching. Here's the question. Are you creating value in the dark, hoping someone stumbles upon it? Or are you making sure the right people see it, know it, and want it? Because in today's economy, those who master attention master wealth. Chapter 2. The Price of Time. What do you truly value? Saving money or saving time? And are you even aware of the trade-off you're making? Most people assume wealth is built by spending less, by finding the cheapest way forward. But the truth is, you don't actually need cheap. Cheap is an illusion, a trap that costs more in the long run. What you actually need is efficiency, speed, and certainty. You want results without wasted effort. That's why time always wins over price, and why those who sell solutions that save time get rich, while those who compete on cost scrape by. Look around. Walking is cheaper. Then comes cycling, then cars, private cars or public transports. Free courses exist on every subject, yet people pay thousands for structured premium mentorship. Universities with open resources sit empty while Ivy League schools charge 6 figures. Why? Because these things aren't selling knowledge. They're selling time saved and risk reduced. People don't buy products, they buy what those products allow them to avoid. Wasted years, uncertainty, failure. And here's the deeper problem. The mindset of cheap is a prison. When you focus on cutting costs, you limit what's possible. You say no to tools, no to learning, no to anything that requires an upfront investment. You avoid spending, and in doing so, you avoid growth. The man who refuses to pay for expertise will always be outrun by the one who does. Understand this. Your value isn't in the raw information or product. It's in what it spares people from. The time saved, the mistakes avoided, the acceleration toward their goal. The moment you position yourself as a shortcut to something they deeply want, price becomes secondary. That's how wealth is built, not by being the cheapest, but by being the most efficient path to the result. So, ask yourself, are you trying to spend less or trying to achieve more? Because those who chase cheap stay stuck, and those who chase time move ahead. Chapter 3. The Reach That Determines Wealth. How far does your voice travel? How many ears hear your name? How many hands reach for what you create? Money follows attention. This isn't some mystical idea. It's the raw mechanics of the world. The wider your reach, the deeper your pockets. A man who builds the finest shoes but only sells them in his village will never know the wealth of the man who sells average shoes to the world. Skill matters, but distribution wins. This is why middlemen, distributors, agencies, platforms have historically taken the lion's share. But things have shifted. If you know how to market, how to run ads, how to directly reach people, you cut them out. The $3 that once slipped through your fingers now stays in your pocket. Scale this, and the difference isn't small, it's exponential. The internet has made this painfully clear. The ones who understand how to grab attention and hold it, they print money. Influencers, course creators, businesses that own their own distribution. These are the new kings. They don't wait for permission. They don't rely on gatekeepers. They set the terms. That's why digital products, information businesses, and personal brands have skyrocketed in value. They collapse the gap between creator and buyer, and they do it at scale. Here's the thing. This isn't a get-rich-quick model. It's work. Learning paid advertising, content strategy, and direct response marketing isn't a side thought. It's survival. Those who treat it as secondary remain stuck, dependent, forever giving away their profits to someone else. It's not about selling. It's about being seen. Without visibility, even the best product dies in obscurity. Chapter 4. Collaborative Ascension. Have you ever felt that despite your best efforts, your journey towards success seems to lack a crucial spark, a collective energy that could elevate your achievements? You might find that pursuing goals in isolation leaves you vulnerable to the pitfalls of limited perspective. Embracing a collaborative spirit, however, can transform your path, infusing it with insights and shared wisdom that propel you forward. In this dynamic world, you are not meant to carry the weight of every decision alone. When you seek guidance and build relationships with mentors and peers, you tap into a reservoir of experience that can illuminate even the darkest corners of uncertainty. Think of collaboration as a bridge, a sturdy structure built from the trust and shared purpose of those who walk alongside you. As you invest in these connections, you not only gain new strategies and techniques, but you also develop resilience, learning that success is not solely about individual effort, but about the synergy created by collective minds. Remember the Stoic lesson: wisdom grows when it is shared. You have the power to learn from others' experiences and, in turn, contribute your own unique perspective. By embracing collaboration, you are not surrendering your independence, but enriching it, as every conversation becomes an opportunity to refine your judgment, and every shared challenge a lesson in perseverance. Research in social psychology shows that supportive networks can significantly buffer the stress of high-stakes endeavors, making you not just a more competent professional, but also a more balanced human being. As you move forward, consider actively seeking mentors who inspire you and peers who challenge you. Cultivate relationships that are built on honest dialogue and mutual growth. The wisdom of the community is a powerful ally, transforming solitary struggle into shared triumph. Embrace this collective journey, and you will discover that your ascent to true success is not a lonely climb, but a collaborative elevation, one where every step is enriched by the support and insights of those who share your vision. Chapter 5. The Leverage. Have you ever wondered if your reach could extend far beyond the borders of your local community? Marcus Aurelius once reminded us that we live in a global village, a place where the prosperity of the whole directly enriches the individual. In today's digital landscape, what's good for the hive is truly good for you. Every connection you forge in this expansive network has the potential to elevate not just your own journey, but the collective progress of everyone involved. When you step into the digital marketplace, you unlock a world where physical distance dissolves into opportunity. Imagine each online collaboration as a thread in a vast, interconnected tapestry. Every partnership, every shared insight from a colleague halfway around the globe contributes to a richer, more resilient fabric of knowledge and innovation. You are not simply engaging in a transaction, you are becoming part of a dynamic ecosystem where collective success multiplies individual potential. Embracing this global arena means understanding that your success is intertwined with the well-being of others. Modern research in social psychology shows that when you work in diverse, interconnected teams, creativity and problem-solving skills are amplified. This mirrors the timeless Stoic principle. When you act for the common good, you cultivate a strength that benefits every part of the whole. Each challenge you face is met with support from a community whose shared wisdom lights the way forward. As you navigate the digital realm, remember that every step you take, every connection you build, contributes to an environment where innovation thrives. You have the power to harness global talent, blending varied perspectives into a unified drive for progress. Let this digital village remind you that your achievements are not solitary victories, but part of a larger, interconnected journey toward prosperity. In this shared space, when the hive flourishes, you flourish alongside it. Chapter 7: The Art of Persistence. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the noise surrounding you? In today's world, it's easy to get lost in the sea of voices, all shouting for attention. Yet, here's the truth. In the vast saturation of modern life, the one thing that will make you stand out is persistence. It's not about being the loudest or the most flashy. It's about continuing to show up day after day when others have already given up. The Stoics believed in the power of endurance, not because life was easy, but because persistence builds character and reveals strength. When you press on, despite obstacles or setbacks, you are honing a kind of resilience that most will never develop. Every day you continue your work, regardless of external validation or instant success, is another layer of fortitude added to your journey. The market might be crowded, but there's a lesson here. The ones who endure are the ones who eventually make their mark. Psychologically, we know that the majority of people stop just before they reach success. Research in human behavior consistently shows that most people quit too soon, often unaware that they were on the brink of a breakthrough. Whether in business, art, or any other pursuit, the key to standing out is not just talent, but a relentless commitment to keep going when it seems like nothing is happening. Success is less about finding the shortcut and more about having the patience to allow your efforts to compound over time. In a saturated world, persistence is a form of quiet rebellion. It is a statement of your belief in your work and your willingness to weather the storm. Those who quit early never get to see the fruits of their labor, but those who continue, who remain steady and focused, will eventually find their space, no matter how crowded the world may seem. Remember, standing out doesn't require being extraordinary at first. It requires simply being there when others have walked away. The power is in your ability to persist, and in that persistence, you will find your unique place in the world. Chapter 7: Paying for Access. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to advance faster than others? Why they get into the right rooms, meet the right mentors, and gain knowledge that seems out of reach for most? The truth is, knowledge is not free, and access isn't always given. It's earned, and often it's bought. In a world where time is the most valuable currency, those who understand the power of paying for access unlock doors that remain closed to others. Many resist the idea of paying for mentorship, books, courses, or exclusive networks, convinced they can figure it all out on their own. But time is merciless. The years spent piecing together scattered knowledge could have been used mastering a skill, refining a craft, or seizing an opportunity. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca famously warned that people waste more time than they realize, and it is the one thing we can never get back. If a shortcut exists, and if that shortcut saves you years of mistakes, why reject it? Psychologically, we are wired to value what we invest in. Studies on cognitive commitment reveal that people who pay for knowledge tend to apply it more diligently than those who get it for free. This is why expensive universities still attract students despite free online alternatives. The act of investing money in growth reinforces accountability. It forces action, commitment, and a deeper level of engagement. But access isn't just about learning, it's about proximity to power. The right circles will shift your mindset, the right mentors will challenge your beliefs, the The right tools will multiply your capabilities. There is no honor in struggling needlessly when a path has already been cleared by those who came before you. The question is, are you willing to pay the price to walk it? The world does not wait for you to figure things out at your own pace. Either you accelerate your progress or you risk being left behind. Paying for access isn't about entitlement. It's about commitment to becoming the kind of person who belongs in the rooms where real decisions are made. And once you get in, you'll realize the price was never about money. It was about how much you truly wanted it. Strike when the iron is hot. The world is noisy. Everyone is talking, but few are listening. The winners of this new economy? They observe, silently, patiently, like an eagle scanning the horizon. And when the moment is right, they strike. Basic knowledge is everywhere. Anyone with a phone has access to information that once belonged only to scholars. Yet, most people waste this gift on brainless entertainment, consuming without purpose. You don't have to be like them. Even if you watch vlogs, make them useful. Learn about places, cultures, and market trends. If you watch the news, don't just absorb headlines. Seek patterns, understand the deeper shifts shaping the world. The future belongs to those who understand artificial intelligence, robotics, space exploration, and emerging technologies like gadgets or even apps, not just as spectators, but as thinkers. You don't have to be an expert, but you must be aware. Those who see the patterns before the crowd will always have the upper hand. But don't just watch. Connect. The world is vast, yet increasingly fragmented. Information is abundant, but wisdom is rare. This is why you must build a community of thinkers. No man is an island, and in a world of rapid change, isolation is a weakness. Find those who challenge your ideas, who expand your perspective. Discuss, share, debate. Great ideas don't grow in silence. They evolve through discourse. And when the time comes, when the iron is hot, you strike. The opportunity won't announce itself twice. Most people miss their moment because they weren't paying attention. But you were watching all along. You saw the shift before it happened. You positioned yourself where others weren't looking. Observe, learn, wait, and when the time is right, move. Chapter 9, or the bonus one, Truth is a Commodity. If everything can be automated, what remains of you? You know something that others don't? Let's monetize it. You observe or predict something that others don't? Bro, you have a well of wealth. The world used to reward labor. The stronger your back, the heavier the load you could carry, the more you earned. Then machines took over. Factories needed fewer hands. Minds became the new currency. Analysis, logic, efficiency. Now, even that is being consumed. Welcome to age of artificial intelligence. The white-collar world, once safe from the fate of factory workers, is now standing at the same edge. But here's the thing. One door shuts, another opens. AI doesn't replace humans, it replaces workers, and the jobs were never yours to begin with. In an increasingly artificial world, the value of handmade creations would be remarkable. People will crave for this human content. This is the new economy, not of production but of perception. How you present, how you communicate, how you package an idea, that is where value lies. A painting is no longer just art, it is a statement. A voice is no longer just sound, it is a brand. Truth itself has become a commodity because in a world drowning in generated content, the raw, unfiltered human experience is premium. The less of something there is, the more valuable it becomes. In a world where everything can be copied, duplicated, and artificially generated, scarcity dictates value. The human touch, once taken for granted, becomes premium. Handmade, handcrafted, human-made. These are no longer just descriptions, they are selling points. You don't buy a Rolex to tell time, you buy it because someone spent hours crafting it. AI can generate art in seconds, but an artist's hand, the imperfections of the brushstroke, the soul behind it, that cannot be replicated. But beyond craft, there's something even rarer: truth. When everything around you is an illusion, The most valuable thing you can offer is reality. And in this world of deepfakes, AI-generated influencers, and synthetic voices, raw human truth is now a monetizable asset. Your perspective, your authenticity, your lived experience, that's the gold. People don't pay for just knowledge anymore, they pay for perspective. This is why the next generation of wealth will be built on human creativity. People won't work because they have to. If jobs become hobbies, then hobbies become businesses. Thanks for watching.